Can you imagine two multi-billionaires going to war? Well, that's actually happening, so let's take a look in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we will be taking a look at the battle between two successful billionaires, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. We'll be covering exclusive statistics and secrets these individuals use to be so successful, so make sure to stay to the end. Quickly, before we dive deep into the business world, it's important we understand some facts and background about the two billionaires. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is likely to become the world's first trillionaire, and it could happen in the next 6 years. Bezos is currently the world's richest man. According to a report by Comparison, Bezos' net worth will increase by the year 2026 and he will achieve the title of a trillionaire. Bezos' current net worth is roughly $144 billion. The report highlighted that the CEO and founder of Amazon is one of two people in the world to have a net worth of more than $100 billion. As his net worth has grown around 37% on average in the last 5 years, Comparison said that this indicates that come 2026, Bezos, at the age of 62, will achieve this title, which is crazy to think about. In comparison, Jeff Bezos makes $2,400 per second, which is more than twice what the median US worker makes in 1 week. Bezos is so rich that an average American spending $1 is similar to Bezos spending about $1.3 million. The Amazon CEO is 36% richer than the British royal family, who is known worldwide for their wealth and luxury. What would you do with all that money? Let us know in the comments section below. Now, let's talk about Elon Musk, who certainly doesn't fall far behind. With a whopping net worth of $40.8 billion. He founded X.com in 1999, which later became PayPal, SpaceX in 2002, and Tesla Motors in 2003, all major successful companies. Furthermore, SpaceX is the first commercial company ever to successfully recover a spacecraft from Earth's orbit, and its Dragon spacecraft is the first commercial vehicle to attach to the International Space Station, which is a massive milestone for Musk and his franchise. This links nicely with what we will be talking about next. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos and SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk aren't competitors in any earthly pursuits, but they're bitter rivals when it comes to outer space. The 21st century space race is here, and in the midst of it all is a battle of the billionaires. On one side you have Elon Musk, CEO and founder of SpaceX, and on the other, Jeff Bezos, CEO and founder of Blue Origin. Both of them are in a race to make space travel more affordable. And as each company continues to grow and expand, that race is heating up. Where did this all start? Why are these two titans of the new space industry clashing together? Let me explain. This goes back many years. Actually, to the point where they were not even conflicting at all. In 2004, they had dinner together and they were not enemies whatsoever. They sat down, they talked shop, they talked about rockets and how they each wanted to make them work. Then again, things were different in 2004. Both SpaceX and Blue Origin were relatively young and newly developed companies. Neither had launched anything into space, and in fact, neither company even had a functioning rocket yet. But fast forward many years after their systems started coming together, and what you start to see is some rivalry, some really big rivalry. One of the biggest flare-ups started in 2013 over the historic launch of Complex 39. After retiring some space shuttles in 2011, NASA wasn't using the launch pad, so they opened it up for anybody who wanted it. SpaceX instantly stepped up to the plate, saying that they want it for their brand's rockets. And look at that. They're launching into space. They're delivering useful things into orbit. SpaceX decided that they would like to use that area as a point of operation after their successful launches. Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' company, comes back saying, "We want to go back to basics," even going so far as filing a complaint with the government to prevent SpaceX from getting the launch pad. And Elon Musk gets really mad about this and says that he's a phony and using blocking tactics. From that moment, it's safe to say the feud was officially in full swing. Ultimately, SpaceX ended up signing a 20-year lease for Pad 39 in 2014. Then, later that same year, the two billionaires were at it again, this time over patents. Bezos had filed for a patent for the technology to build reusable rockets, a tactic that could have earned him millions of dollars from competitors who aimed to use similar technology. But when Musk found out about it, he stepped in and started his fight against the patent because most wanted to do the same thing. And he didn't want to shell out gobs of money to Blue Origin, his competitor, to use the concept. The feud had made it to the world stage. Of course, I'm talking about Twitter in November. Blue Origin launched and landed its suborbital rocket for the first time. Jeff Bezos was really excited. He went on Twitter and said, "The rarest of beasts, a used rocket, controlled landing not easy, but done right can look easy." Musk congratulates Bezos online through a tweet, but he also takes the opportunity to sort of take a hit at this accomplishment by saying, "Not quite rarest. SpaceX Grasshopper rocket did 6 suborbital flights 3 years ago and is still around. A month later, this created some friction." This was one of the very first public feuds between Musk and Bezos, and it just kept happening. So by 2019, the number of confrontations had reached a record high. At a private lecture in New York City, Bezos criticized Musk's goal to colonize Mars. He said, "My friends who want to move to Mars, I say, do me a favor. On the top of Mount Everest for a year first and see if you like it, because it's a garden paradise compared to Mars." Shortly after that, Musk went after Bezos for announcing Blue Origin's plan to launch thousands of satellites into space for faster, better internet worldwide. The problem is, Musk had previously announced that his project called Starlink years before had launched 12,000 satellites. And so, he called Jeff Bezos a copycat in front of everybody. Certainly, that was a big moment. Not long after that, there was another tweet from Musk about Blue Origin's latest announcement to return to the moon on its Blue Moon lander. Quickly, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and let us know what videos you want to see next. We would love to hear from you. Musk couldn't help himself. He chimed in with some childish humor by saying, "This is a terrible branding choice when you're putting blue on a giant ball." Wow. What do you think about all this? In the end, it doesn't really matter which of them is first to go to the moon or first to set up a colony beyond Earth. The scenes, their visions aren't all that different. They both want to preserve the Earth. They both want to move humanity out into space where we can have a bigger, bolder future than we would otherwise have by sticking to the surface of the Earth. The two billionaire tech titans working to make interplanetary human life possible don't agree on how to make that vision a reality. Tesla and SpaceX boss Elon Musk further said that Amazon and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos' idea for how humans will eventually live in space makes no sense. In the midst of a thread of tweets about the technical aspects of rocketry, one Twitter user asked Musk what he thought about Bezos' idea to use self-sufficient cylindrical structures that float in space, like those designed by Princeton physics professor Gerard O'Neill. Musk does not think Bezos' idea is the best option, saying, "In order to grow the space colony using Bezos' cylinders," tweeted Musk, "you'd have to transport vast amounts of mass from planets, moons, and asteroids. It would be like trying to build the USA in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean." This is when things really start to escalate. Blue Origin did not immediately respond to CNBC's request for comment. Bezos has previously talked about his preference for floating space colonies as opposed to having humans live on other planets like Mars, which is what Musk has suggested. The space colonies we'll build will have many advantages. The primary one is that they'll be close to Earth. The transit time and the amount of energy required to move between planets are so high, Bezos said at the Yale Club in New York City in February, according to Business Insider. Ultimately, what will happen is this planet will be zoned residential and light industry. We'll have universities here and so on, but we don't do heavy industry here. Why would we? This is the gem of the solar system. Why would we do heavy industry here? It's nonsense. Musk, meanwhile, wants to terraform Mars, or make the surface habitable so people can live there. While terraforming Mars will be hard and dangerous, Musk sees the red planet as the only realistic option for establishing a base on another planet, he said in TED Talk 2013. And he has defended the idea even in the face of skepticism. Fundamentally, going to space is a critical step in the evolution of humanity, according to Musk. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great, and that's what being a spacefaring civilization is all about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past, Musk said. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to stick around as we will be looking more into this massive feud. As always, remember to subscribe, leave a like, and let us know what you want to see next. That's all for now.